From Software loves bespoke storytelling and character-rich lore. Elden Ring Nightreign is no different, this time introducing Remembrance quests in order to unlock lore with each of the Nightfarer characters. But because Nightreign is a roguelite, it also means that doing the Remembrance quests for each of your characters will unlock powerful items for you to equip on your subsequent expeditions. Completing the Remembrance quest with Duchess won't just reveal crazy truths about the character, it'll also give her access to an insanely powerful build for you to use on your next expedition. Without further ado, here's our guide for the Duchess Remembrance quest in Elden Ring Nightreign. Like all Remembrance quests, Duchess's begins at the journal. The journal can be found in the Round Table Hold and is exclusively used as a storytelling tool in Nightreign. In it are journal entries related to each Nightfarer, with more entries unlocked as you collect memory fragments. In general, each character will have approximately 8 journal entries in total. These are unlocked as you acquire more memory fragments, which in turn will also give you the much coveted Remembrances. Thankfully, you can access the journal from the Round Table Hold whenever you want, regardless of the character you're playing as. Memory fragments are the means of unlocking more journal entries and remembrances, though it's worth noting that they aren't an item, simply something you acquire somewhat randomly, with text appearing in the lower right-hand corner of the screen saying "Memory Fragment Found." Whenever you get one, it'll unlock more journal entries for the character who earned it, and potentially a new remembrance as well. While there isn't a single method to unlock memory fragments, a general rule of thumb is to complete expeditions with that character. Defeating a Night Lord with a character will almost always drop a memory fragment if you haven't unlocked the next chapter of the journal, though later remembrances typically make memory fragments harder to obtain. However, your first remembrance on any given character can typically be unlocked by just playing an expedition, regardless of your success. Once you've collected a memory fragment with Duchess, you can begin her first remembrance. Once in the remembrance, you'll have to spend a bulk of your time walking around the Round Table Hold speaking to various characters. If you don't know who to look for, you can open the map in the Round Table Hold, and the character you'll need to speak to next will have a map marker next to their icon. You'll first need to speak to Raider, followed by Wilder, and then back to Raider. You'll then be tasked with finding armament maintenance materials in Limveld. Once on an expedition, the location of where you need to go will be marked on the map. To collect the material, you'll need to defeat the Guardians of the Dew. This is found on the outskirts of Limveld, so be mindful of when you choose to tackle the objective, as you may be hit with the encroaching storm. Once you've collected the Dew, you'll need to return to Wilder in the Round Table Hold. You'll then speak to Raider, followed by Revenant, and then the Iron Menial, who will stop you when you walk inside. After completing this remembrance, you're given the Golden Dew as a relic. Duchess's second remembrance has her searching for Wilder, as he has seemingly taken off from the Round Table Hold. To find him, travel to the broken dining area attached to the side of the garden. Follow the aroma. You'll find Wilder asleep leaning against a wall in the garden by the dining area. You'll then need to eat the bread he made. He'll give you some to keep. Last, talk to the Iron Menial about the bread. This completes Duchess's second remembrance and will reward her with the Duchess's Chalice, allowing her to try out different relic rites. The third remembrance begins by receiving a letter from the Revenant. After reading the letter from the Revenant, she'll ask you to meet her on the shore. At this point, your objective will be to talk to either Revenant or Raider, though you can do both. We recommend doing Revenant first, though you can do this in whatever order you choose. Speak to Revenant on the shore and accept her request to fight. After beating her, she'll affirm that you're strong and give you the Crown Metal key item to remind you of this. Then talk to Raider and exhaust his dialogue options about Weathervane. You'll then need to find the message in Limveld. This requires defeating a trio of enemies. Once completed, you can return the message to Raider. Once you've completed both Raider and Revenant's objectives, you're free to complete the remembrance. The reward will be the Crown Medal as a relic. Duchess's fourth and final remembrance affirms her belief that she can defeat the Night Lord and save Wilder from his fate. Thankfully, despite such grand ambitions, this remembrance is quite straightforward. First, bless the Iron Coin. This is done at the expedition's table. Then talk to the Iron Menial who is down in the crypt. Give the blessed iron coin to the Iron Menial. Then talk to Wilder. Last, return to the Iron Menial and talk to him. With this, you'll have completed Duchess's final remembrance. The reward is her remembrance outfit and the blessed iron coin as a relic. If you now defeat the Night Lord as Duchess, you'll get the option to see her own ending and see just how successful she is in her desire to defeat the Night Lord and save Wilder.